Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the Texans going up against the Steelers.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in Western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Charles, that's an important 3rd down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. 46-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, they run with Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they add on to their first quarter lead. It's now 13-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 23 yards on the play. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ben to throw again. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bernardrick McKinney coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. And they're definitely showing blitz here. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And the first play will be a field goal try. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's one where kicker's watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They go play fake. Mahomes looking deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Detroit! Let's go!
On first down, it's Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of the team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now Roethlisberger. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now out comes Houston. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Let's go! Detroit! Detroit! Watching that, Barney!
Gurley again here on first down. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Cameron Hayward in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Roethlisberger will throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. You know, get your grip. You know, that's why we see some of the guys now, they put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Eight yards to go here on second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. D.J. Reader in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D.J. Reader in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll run it now out of the gun. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, it's Bell. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
First carry for James Conner. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 13.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Shaq Thompson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They go Go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They come out here in the eye. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No gain on the play, and what to do now? Now on 4th and goal. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Roethlisberger keeps it. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He did it. They try the sneak, but not. Push, he doesn't get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. And not great starting field position here for the offense. On the dive, here's the fullback Prosch. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Let's go. Check. Green, back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. He was looking for Eli Rogers that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Detroit! Gone!
Now Gurley, handoff left. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 38. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them